Mother Nature like, how the fuck you doing that, Max? Trust me, I do a lot of shit like I'm doing much less. Got the mindset of DJ Khaled, I'm doing what's best. It's been body bags after body bags, so who is up next?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing? Thank you for tuning in, and my name is Mr. J, and it's always an honor to come through. Hey, let me just get straight to the chase, okay? So for the past couple of hours, every media house in America has been giving their own opinion and takes about what Mayor Zohran Kwame Mamdani in New York said. Now, if you've not been paying attention, Mayor Zohran Mamdani, he actually gave a July 4th. We all know what July 4th is in our beautiful country. He gave a speech, which one of the most intelligent speeches after Obama that I've heard in a long while. Not even what that clown did at in Congress for more than, you guys know what I'm talking about. So this speech apparently is not sitting well with some of these white supremacists, these hateful people who do not like any other minority but their minority in America. Now, I'm yelling because you would think that at this time and age, there would be media houses with some kind of rationale to actually pick through what Mayor Zohran said. Because this man said a whole lot of things, but if you see how the Israeli, the Jewish, Mossad-controlled media houses spin things, it is crazy. It is very, very crazy. And you do remember that this is the same guy when he was a candidate for mayor in New York. Donald Trump and the MAGA bases said every sort of bad things about Zohran Mamdani, and then he wins, and then he balances the budget, and then he changes a whole lot of things in New York, which every New Yorker actually loves and appreciates. So this man is, first of all, an intelligent brother. He's from, his roots are Indian. He was born in Uganda. Of course, you guys know that. And he moved to America at the age of 7. This man has been in America for over 3 decades, and then he became a full citizen a decade ago. Now, the MAGA base and the racist white people in America, they do not like the fact that somebody who is not white, who doesn't have blue eyes, whose ancestry is not from Europe, can come into America and be a good politician, a smart fella, the same way that Donald Trump and his stupid base were actually kicking against Obama, saying that Obama was not born in America. You guys know the Betherism whole nonsense, but this is not about Obama. This is about Zohran Mamdani. This is just to let you know that whenever somebody smart comes to America and tries to fill in the shoes and does certain things that they, the established politicians, have not done, they hate this person. See, I am so worked up because there was nothing wrong with what this man said. My position and a whole lot of millions of New Yorkers' position. All these men said, everything Mayor Zohran Mamdani said in his speech is nothing but the gospel truth. And I know that some of them are already running some of these breaking news. Zohran Mamdani is trying to divide America. Oh, breaking news. Zohran Mamdani does not love America. He's a socialist. He is this, he is that. He's going to bring communism in America. Bro, at what point do we wake up as a people and start telling these established politicians whose job is just to take money from Israel and screw Americans over? At what time are we going to stop all these established politicians who think that because they have been in politics, doing nothing but stealing and amassing wealth from foreign entities and agencies? Yes, you can quote me anywhere. Most of these established politicians in America, they have received AIPAC money, they have received bribes from foreign entities to push laws that do not protect the average American. I said average American because when you look at New York today, there are so many people that were struggling and are still struggling with paying rent. What did Mayor Zohran Mamdani do? He froze everything. Affordable housing is coming through. Child care, affordable child care is coming back to New York. After school programs, when they snow, man, this man pays 30. Bro, what is wrong with somebody being different from you? No, the blue-eyed white folks, Caucasians, do not like that. It's like this man coming from Africa with Indian roots and being loved and doing exactly what a true politician is supposed to do. And may I add, this guy is like a kingmaker in New York because he supported 3 candidates who won their elections recently. Do you want to know why these folks are so mad? They are mad that there's somebody who is in politics who doesn't want to steal, who doesn't want to cover up for pedophiles, who doesn't want to receive money from Israel, who doesn't want to push anything that is against the American people, in this case, the New Yorkers. They are mad that there's somebody in politics in America in 2026 who will not stand for sending taxpayers' money to Israel, to fight wars, to start wars in Iran, to do dumb shit that doesn't have anything to do with the average American. Mayor Zohran Mamdani wants the average New Yorker to be able to work and stay in New York. If you do not know, a chunk of people working in New York, they live in New Jersey. They take the pen. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And oh, let me play this. You see me, I'm getting so, it's frustrating because this man said exactly what it is. And in my life, I have always told people, America is not the greatest country on earth. Yes, you can come down in my comment section and say whatever you want. Yeah, they are great when it comes to fighting wars. They are great when it comes to sponsoring assassinations of leaders around the world they do not like. They are great in hiding an elite class of people who do nothing but traffic kids, who involve in sexual abuses, who do all sorts of nasty things to babies. That is what they are great for. And what did Mayor Zohran Mamdani do? He pointed it exactly how it is. I have told so many people who have, like, man, you live in America, man, you have it good, man, you are from this, and I simply told people, do you know there are people in America, there are children who cannot have 3 square meals? Do you know there are kids, there are Americans who cannot afford to go to the doctors? Do you know that there are Americans who cannot afford to go to dentists? Do you know all of these things? And do you know that there is a chunk of the American population that live in their cars? Some even are lucky to still have cars. Some people sleep in their cars. Some people sleep under the bridges. They don't have homes. You want to know why? It's very common in America to see an American doing well and then they become sick. And they have to stay out of work for maybe a week or 2. And they lose their job. They cannot pay rent. They cannot afford medical health. They cannot afford childcare. And they're lost. And there are people who get lost for more than 20 years. It's crazy that this man is telling us these things after 250 years of existence. That the so-called great nation, there are people going through these things. And then guess what? Fox News is crazy. You have MAGA base just calling this man all types of funny names. Well, I'm going to end this by just playing exactly what this guy said, and then I will come back and close on this.
We see the wealthiest country in the history of the world, one where children go to sleep hungry, while the world's first trillionaire hungers for more. We see monopolies that dominate every industry, and oligarchs who buy elections. We see masked agents terrorizing our streets, eating food cooked by our undocumented neighbors before spiriting them away in unmarked vans. And we see a nation that has allowed so much of that wealth to be held instead in the soft hands of a precious few.
Well, folks, if you are scratching your head and wondering what was the crime in that speech, I will tell you something. This administration, this regime is the most corrupt regime in the history of America. This is an administration that if you criticize another foreign country, they knock on your door and they send you to jail. This is an administration that if you criticize the president, they knock on your door. Now, do you know who else did this thing a couple of years ago? Somebody in Germany? Yes. Somebody who actually, well, they're lying that he killed 6 million Jews. He didn't do that. Somebody who saw the evil nature of these Jewish folks and then was trying to take the most, because nowadays we are seeing things that Israel is doing in Gaza that sometimes we just go, maybe Hitler was right. I digress. Let's come back to Zohran. I want you to leave a comment and let me know if everything or there was anything that Mayor Zohran Mamdani said that was a lie. Yes, I want you to leave it, like drop it under the comment section. This is a lie, that is a lie, that is a lie. Is it lying about people not being able to afford childcare? Nope. Is it lying about the wealthiest of the wealthies keep wanting more while people starve? Was he lying about that? No. Did he lie about the wealthy of the wealthies in America not willing to pay a fair share of taxes so that social services can trickle down to the have-nots? Is that a lie? No. Maybe I was watching a different speech. Or maybe these MAGA bases and these Republicans who keep kissing up to Donald Trump's ass are actually living in a parallel world where to them, as long as you are not blue-eyed, white-skinned, and your ancestry from Europe, you do not belong. Stay blessed and you have a great July 4th weekend, man. Hey, it's all love from me to you. Peace.
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.